Hello, everyone, and welcome to Short Talk with Oxana Losevskaya. I'm a partner at SL Partners, strategy consulting firm. Last time, we talked about matrix selection process with Ilya Sivak, and today we'll be talking how to build a simple scorecard for an organization. Ilya, welcome back.
Good morning, everybody.
Just a small reminder for everyone, Ilya has over 20 years of experience with Canadian and US financial institutions. He has an MBA in finance from Toronto Schulich School of Business and also a member of both ACCA and CPA Canada. Ilya has recently built service-level scorecard for TNO business of Royal Bank of Canada and contributed a lot of his time to the development of the ScorecardExpert application. My first question is, you have an extended experience in terms of scorecards. Can you tell us how to build a simple scorecard for any type of organization? Ilya, over to you.
Well, if we're talking about building a scorecard for any organization, independent of its size and revenue, we can use a very simple template. And think about just any hypothetical organization. Every organization needs to manage people, needs to hire people, needs to train people, and needs to provide leadership to these people. So if the organization is successful in these three activities, it expects that people that they hired and to which they provided leadership and training would be able to generate efficiencies and also mitigate operational and other risks. The organization would hope that the efforts at people level and the operational level would result in greater customer satisfaction and also in turn would contribute to an increase in revenue, or in bad times, like this COVID environment, at least would be able to maintain the current level of revenues. And also the executives need to demonstrate that they're able to keep expenses under control and to utilize the existing assets. So back to the people level. If we look at what is done at the people level, it's first hiring personnel. So people that are hired, they need to have a certain skill set. So for instance, for an accounting and finance job, you want to have accounting professionals such as CPAs and ACCAs. If you look at the computer-related job, you want people to have certain computer expertise or certificates such as Microsoft or Amazon certificates. So the first metric that you can use is how many people out of the total people hired for the position meet all the check marks, such as professional certifications. How long does it take you as a company to hire these people? So you need to look at the day count. Let's say it takes 20 days to hire an accounting analyst on average. Now you want to minimize the number of days to 15 days, so you set a metric around this. In terms of providing leadership, we can set a metric such as the number of communications. So let's say the organization decides that it needs to issue a communication to its employees on a monthly basis. So over the course of a year, it needs to have 12 executive communications, which executives explain the current situation, also where the company is going. Now, the next level is operational level. And here we can put up any operational metrics, such as the number of widgets that were manufactured per person. For a call center, it would be the number of calls answered, or time to take average time to take a call. If we look at some of the risk management metrics that can be selected, would be the number of days it takes to resolve an audit issue, or the number of audit issues or compliance issues past due. Moving to the next level, the customer service level. So Here we would want to use all kinds of customer satisfaction metrics, or depending on the customer monitoring tools, customer satisfaction monitoring tools that the organization is using. It can be just simple surveys that are sent on a monthly basis, in a large bank or technology organization, monitoring customer satisfaction, or for a retail bank, it can be net promoter score. So you track net promoter score usually on a quarterly basis in order to monitor the cost satisfaction of your retail clients. Moving to the next level, the financial level. Here the metrics are pretty standard. You want to look at the variance of your actual results to plan, or the variance of your actual results to forecast. And you track these metrics on a monthly basis in order to monitor the progress. On the expense side, again, it's a variance of your actual expenses to your forecasted expenses, your actual expenses to plan. And as you realize, the closer you come to the year end, the more significance you apply to the plan metric as compared to the metric that tracks your actual to forecast. And speaking of assets utilization, you can look at your utilized capacity versus your actual capacity. So for instance, the server processing time or your memory utilization for a server pool.
It sounds like a very difficult process, and you need a lot of knowledge to build a scorecard. Can the organization manage this process by itself, or do the management needs to hire like external consultants to help out to sort out all the things if they haven't done any scorecards in this way? What is your opinion on that?
Again, it depends. It depends on the organization. If the organization has internal knowledge on how to build scorecards, then it doesn't need to hire any consultants. Ultimately, the knowledge resides within the organization. No consultant can actually tell you what are your operational metrics. And in fact, if you look at the industry standard metrics, very often the metrics that the consulting companies breed, such as memory utilization, they're irrelevant for a large business. You look at your large multinational banks, such as Royal Bank of Canada, it would have your server pools. If a server pool reaches the capacity, let's say a quarter of the organization network can go down, and if it happens around a critical time, such as a trading session, you can lose $10 million of a single second. But in fact, a bank would never be able to reach its full memory capacity, because it's such a huge organization, has so many servers. But still, the problems with the storage can happen because its storage is clustered in server pools. So it's always important to tailor the metric to the specific organization that you're looking at. And no consultant can really tell you how you do business. A consultant can help you in terms of setting this framework and helping to lead those metrics gathering sessions. The operational people are not really trained to collect metrics, and often have limited knowledge on how to select metrics other than the operational metrics that they use on a daily basis. In fact, they often find it really hard to tailor the message to the audience, specifically to the senior executive, because all they focus on a daily basis is how to keep the lights on. But this is not really what the executives are looking at. The executives are interested to know not only how you can keep the lights on. In fact, they assume that if they hired you, you can keep the lights on, but what they're looking forward to is for you to provide them assurance that the organization would be able to operate efficiently and effectiveness today, tomorrow, and 10 years from now, and withstand the competitive pressure. So the consultants can, knowing how the executives think, they can help you to tailor the metrics for the executive, so the executives would get their assurance level and take these metrics to the board of directors.
Oh, Ilya, thank you very much. Unfortunately, we are running out of time. It's a very interesting topic, and you are a great expert in scorecards and metrics, and you have so much to say about this. I hope that we can continue next time and you can share more knowledge on both subjects, because it's very important for, I believe, for many organizations to track their performance, to track their business processes, to put everything in place in order to make the organization thrive and grow. Thank you very much again. I appreciate it. And
thank you very much for inviting me.
And hope to talk to you next time again. Thank you very much for listening us today, and have a good time, and goodbye.